problem. So, I'm Dwide Elizabeth Sembiring, and I'm the representative from Institut Teknologi for pemilihan mahasiswa berprestasi 2017. And this is my idea. This is the data about Educational for All Development Index by UNESCO in 1980 to 2013. By the data, we can see that the EDI of Indonesia in 2011 until 2013 is same or stagnant. There is no increasing in our quality of education. In 2013, Indonesia was in position 108 of 195 countries in the world. And the second data shows that the EDI of Indonesia in 2011 is same with the EDI of Indonesia in 2015. In 2015, Indonesia was in position 53 of 72 countries in the world. From the data, we can induct that the EDI of Indonesia is left far below the median EDI of the world. As we know, there are two factors that affecting education in Indonesia. They are internal factors and external factors. Internal factors is the factors that come from or arising out from the student itself. These factors can influence the results of the study. The example of these factors are intelligence, diligence, interest, and the disciplines of the students. The second is external factors. External factors is the factors that come from the outside of the students. These factors can come from the government, school, teachers, and the parents. The learning method and the creativity of the teachers are the example of these factors. So what are the relations of external factors, internal factors, and the quality of our education? As we know now, our government is focused to improving our education by improving and advancing many facilities and learning infrastructures in Indonesia. They build many schools and libraries in the cities and the suburbs area. However, there is no renewal in our education. The teachers still use the old-fashioned teaching where they stand in front of the class and deliver the lessons, and the students sit in their chair and listen to the lessons. But they can't get the lessons well because they have no interest, they don't attract to the lessons, and they can understand the lessons, and finally they can pass the exam, and it will impact the quality of our education. As we know now, there is a technique named gamification. Gamification is the technique that using game design element into a non-game context. According to CAP in 2012, gamification is using game-based mechanic, aesthetic, and game thinking to engage people, motivate action, promote learning, and solve the problems. But we must note that game-based learning is very different with gamification. In game-based learning, we use the game itself as a learning tool, but in gamification, we just use the element of the game as a learning tool. And the main goal of the gamification is to motivate or to improve the activities and the interests of the students. Gamification has been applied in many fields of life such as marketing and business. And in the field of education, we will make an innovations by combine the three elements of the gamification itself, such as e-learning, games, and quiz. In e-learning, the teacher will be able to add or take some photos, videos, and animation to their materials of the lessons. They also can record the stages of the experiments so the students can watch it directly and can understand the experiments well. And in the concept of games, the students will pass several levels that given by the teachers, and their score will be shown in the leaderboards. And if they get the first position, the teacher will give them some rewards. So what the advantage by using these techniques? By using gamification, we can develop the learning method that we used before, or we can make our learning method more interesting. And if we have the better method, we can improve or increase the interest of the students. And finally, it will impact the quality of our education, or it will make our education better.